So Angela Yee, who is a part of the trio at the Breakfast Club, announced that the show was going to look different, right? She never said that it was over. She said it was going to have a different look as you know it. And so that kind of led me to feel, and I said this on my other channel, that she was probably the one leaving since no one else was making the announcement. And this morning, that is in fact what is going to happen. She is receiving her own talk show, I guess still whatever station she's with through iHeart, or maybe she's going to a different station, or maybe it's not a station at all, maybe it's just a podcast. I don't know how all of that works. I don't listen to all of that stuff. So, and she also will have lip service, which she is like a podcast as well. And I feel like ever since all of that stuff was going on between her and Charlemagne, she probably has been looking to move on. And when you really think about it, the Breakfast Club have been around for a long time now, and it's really time to change guards. I don't think people in these positions in the entertainment industry are supposed to sit there forever, right? This is what they said to AJ and Free back in the day, right? So why would it not apply to all the rest of these people? And that's just my opinion about that. I feel like if they could change the guard to give it to people who really truly understand the generations now, that's my opinion. You guys can let me know what you think about her moving on. Do you think it's necessary for her to have her own show? I don't know. Like I said, I don't listen to all this stuff, and I'm not in New York. People could be very popular in regions, and that's kind of what I was explaining. I was trying to explain in one of my other videos about how we had different things going on depending on where you are, and I think social media now opens all of that up. But it wasn't like that before. Yet the mentalities are somewhat still that way. But let me know what you guys think about her moving on, and I'm gonna move on to this next story.
For some reason, I kind of thought that you're Indian or like Middle Eastern or something. I don't know.
What the
But
fuck?
you're just light skinned. I don't know. But yeah, so
Wait,
everybody.
wait, Ruby, do I look light skinned?
Yeah, isn't your hair curly?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Does that mean I can say,
No.
I'm personally okay with anybody saying it as long as their intent isn't to be rude. Because I'm sure, Aiden, you have a lot of black people on your channel. You like black music, probably. So as long as the person isn't saying it with malicious intent, personally, because I have like Mexican homegirls and white homegirls who be saying it, I don't care about other people. Other people would find something wrong with it. But
Yeah, Aiden, let it fly there and shit. Fuck it.
Fuck it!
Motherfucker. Yeah.
Oh, fuck! Okay, Ruby,
Say that shit. What's up, my nigga? Go ahead and let it fly.
No, the congregation got to clear that N-word pass, bro.
Okay, my bad.
So this person, Rubi Rose, and I was looking her up. I know who she is. However, I didn't know her racial identity or makeup. And she is Ethiopian, Japanese, and she's saying that her birth father, biological father, is half Japanese and American black. Now, she's also saying the father was adopted. So the father was not raised by his biological parents. So I don't really know what that means and who raised him as a half Asian and black child. And it is what it is. My point is, there is no connection to this young woman, to the African American, the black people of this soil's experience. And so for her to go anywhere and to feel that she has a right to tell people that they can call whoever they want to the N-word because she's saying so, it should already let you guys know that that's BS, right? And I'm not going to go off into it. I said what I said, and I think it's time for people to really start looking to get with this music industry and these streaming services about the way they're allowing people to be degrading and demeaning to people that they really ain't. Okay, now we can go into all this conversation about the diaspora, and people can want to maybe and you could think you I'm saying something that I'm probably not even saying, but y'all can think what y'all want to think. I really don't care because I do have a right to speak up for who I am. And so what you're not going to do is disrespect me and say that some girl that's not even black is going to come over here and start trying to tell me more about myself and how I'm supposed to feel about my history that she ain't even from. That's like me going to Ethiopia and going over there and start speaking a certain way about Ethiopians and their culture. And another thing that I want to say that I did not say in my other video is that the N-word is not something that was being used around the world. It was never that. Okay, it's only being used around the world if it is being used around. And I've had many debates with many of Africans, and they don't use the word. If it is being used today, it's because of this music. And so that is not her story to tell nobody what they can say to anybody. Okay? And y'all need to not let people get you hurt out here because folks is dying over a whole lot less. And that is always the point of why people should not be using it. And if that means that these black American artists should stop using it, then that means that they should stop using it as well. And that's what C. Dolores Tucker and everybody else who was speaking up about this stuff in the early 90s, that's why they were saying that. And now I see it as an adult. I see it because what has happened is the population in this country has changed, and now people want to pick up on things that if you really asked Rubi Rose about the history of the N-word, she wouldn't be able to tell you. She wouldn't be able to tell you nothing about what was going on in the 50s, 60s, 70s to black folk in this country because it ain't even taught. So there's no way she would know it. Okay, and I think she was born, I think they said whenever she was born. Okay, she ain't even that old to act as if her family was really sitting in this country to teach her anything. Right? And to be honest, if we went around her family, they probably might not even speak the language. And so, no, you do not have the authority to tell me how to feel about nothing. And that's Remy Ma, that's Nicki Minaj, that's all these little Spanish girls. And I thought she was a Spanish girl as well. But whatever y'all are, you guys should not be using this word in your music. You don't have no right to walk around popping off like you the authority, because you're not. And when things happen to people, nobody needs to care. Okay? So I don't want to hear it. That was pretty disgusting to sit and watch that. And like I said, these other groups of people and, the majority of the white folk in this country, they're going to sit and let people, give you the platform to do just what you're doing, right? Like the guy over there at No Jumper sit there and let all that go down with that African guy, and the African guy don't realize how he's being used, and that's on him. Like I said, people can be all the footstools and cushion that they want to be out here. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But what you're not going to do is tell me how to have an opinion about nothing when it comes to me and mine. And I don't care what you got and how much you got. You ain't running nothing over here. And please run up and try to run it. So let me move on to this other story.
In life, everyone goes through friends, people who you thought was your friend. I'm not talking about Joe. Let me talk. So in life, I've had countless friends come and go. But you know what remains consistent and why I get through all of this?
Why?
My family.
So yeah, a lot of people have been calling Gotti out about all this Ashanti talk. But I think he even said this in that interview with Nori, that he had this documentary or something coming out. So, and I didn't see the full interview. Maybe he already told him that this was all it was about. But because I didn't see it, I just saw snippets. So yeah, this is all about this documentary. So this is why he's using Ashanti in this way, which is unfortunate for her, right? Because like Judge Mathis was saying, he is trying to tarnish her brand, and she really should take that up, legally with him, to make him cut to cut it out, because I think what he's going to do, or what he's thinking, and he's probably have some right to do, is that every time he's ready to try to sell something, he's going to somehow use Ashanti to do that, right? Everybody knows that Irv Gotti was trash in his marriage. They went out and put a reality show up, and he exploited all of that on the show. He was bringing women into the conversation, other women outside of his marriage then. So I don't think anybody's shocked or amazed that he would have been trying to get with one of his artists, right? There's been stories out here about him soliciting prostitution on Instagram. His name has been involved in anything that demeans and degrades women. So people know what it is, but at the same time, there may be people who don't know what it is. And so, yeah, she probably, like the good judge said, need to handle him legally so he can take her name out of his mouth. Yeah, because if you don't care about her, then why talk about her? And if you care about her, then why try to degrade her and demean her by over something that you can't even prove it really happened? Because like I said, we don't know the details of if anything really even went down between them, to be honest. So, because she's never confirmed that, and I don't see any receipts of that. People whispering about it. I know there was people in comments saying that they saw them together. She is his artist, so she probably would have been with him places. That should not make anyone assume that it was anything more than that. But I don't know. I just know that he's using her to try to push this documentary. And maybe he's upset because she was asking for her master's, and so he thinks he's in some type of battle with her. You can always tell when men just don't respect women, right? And it's certain women they think that they can use to kind of push their agenda. But the truth of the matter is they really don't respect any woman when it comes down to it at the end of the day. And I think that he is that person, right? I've said this already. I'm just saying it again because I see that he has a documentary up there on his page, promoting it. And that's kind of what this is about. And I mean, why watch the documentary? He's already put everything out here, right? There's nothing else you're going to see in that other than him going over what he already has put out here. And like a lot of people are saying, this is some stuff that happened 20 years ago. Why would you even be still talking about this? Right? So, yeah, and like I said, if he was truly felt any way for her, he wouldn't be doing this, right? It's one thing for you to say, you know what, I was hurt by that experience. It taught me a lot, and then move on. But to keep going on and on and on, I think he's saying some more nonsense. It's something about, like I said, some roaches or something. Yeah. And once again, here is a person that's not of African American descent who is trying to use racially charged lingo and racially charged stuff, I guess, that is used over on that East Coast when they're ready to let their racism fly. And so you're going to try to use that around a black woman, and then nobody's supposed to pick up on that, right? Because you're pretending like you were in love with her 20 years ago while you was married to some other woman. Yeah, I'm good on Irv. I've never been into him anyway. Like, the only person I liked, DMX wasn't even on there. Never mind. I think he wrote for DMX or something, but DMX wasn't never on Murder Inc., so never mind. Moving on. I got some more videos to put up. Let me know what you guys think about all these stories. I'm not trying to offend anyone. I have people that are in relationships with other people that are not African American. I've grew up with cousins who are biracial, Native American biracial, which, coming from my generation, before my generation, people in this country did not talk the way people talk today. So it's a very different day. If you were in this country and you looked any remotely African American, you called yourself that, and you didn't go off into all this other stuff because people were going to treat you based on the way you look. And see, the world has changed, and people trying to be deceitful in the way that they're moving with these changes, and it is what it is. I'm gonna call out whatever I want to call out. I don't like the tone that people are trying to take, that they have a right to say whatever they want. You don't have a right to say whatever you want to say, and you can say you're not gonna like it, but I guarantee you're gonna have an issue when I start calling people all them old school racist terms that used to be for some of y'all. Okay, people don't use them, but they can come back. Red Fox can make a comeback. Okay, he can make a comeback. That was my little nickname back in the day anyway. Well, he can make a comeback. Yeah, leave people alone with the nonsense. Like, you should be able to say what you need to say without doing all that. And all these N-I-G-G-I's that y'all trying to call y'all men because y'all trying to emulate what black women used to say. Y'all can find some new names for these guys, because half of them Sambo is a good one, because half of them, that's what they on anyway. They not true to it. So yeah, y'all trying to use our lingo and y'all don't even know why y'all trying to use it. That's the point. Like I said, if you ask a little girl the history of that word, she's not gonna know. She's not gonna know. And whoever she gonna run to ask, they probably gonna give her the wrong answer. And that's my point. But let me know what you think about these stories if you plan on watching this Murder Inc. documentary. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I got some more stories to put up. Bye.
Something about this is racist. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this is definitely racist.